this session, I'm going to give more details about how sales works, how marketing works, and how to align and all these things. Marketers feels that they worked very hard on generating leads, but unfortunately, sales is not following up. But what sales thinks? Yeah, it is not worth of my time. Why should I waste my time on this? Some leads that were, they even closed their business 2 years ago. This quote or this message is not from me, it is a famous message from Harvard Business. Please take a note. Eventually, the blame game will demotivate both sales and marketing. So what is the topmost priority of the marketing and sales heads? They have to align the sales and marketing goals so that the businesses grow and thrive. As a marketer, I would like to know how many of you are using what type of marketing channels? How many of you using offline marketing activities like trade shows, print, TV and all? How many of you using online marketing channels to promote your products and services? So most probably you'll be using some of these: website, email, search engine optimization, social media, blogs, online events, and advertising through Google or any other channels. Interestingly, Google is one of the most popular or successful and predictable marketing channel that we have today. And all other channels are like, they try to make some meaningful information to us, but we couldn't figure it out. So Google AdWords gives us some kind of predictable data. If you look at the Google AdWords expenditures, how small businesses spend, 97% of revenue comes from the advertising. How much revenue they make? More than 39 billion. So how many businesses are using? More than 1.2 million businesses are using Google AdWords to grow their business or to generate leads. So basically, we are all paying to Google to generate leads for our business. Why? Because it is targeted. You can see the results instantly. So basically, when you run an advertising campaign, within a day or two, you can see very well, oh, my ad is working and I'm generating leads. And it is very cost effective. The budget is in your control. It is not like someone telling you that pay $3,000 or $10,000 for one display ad to promote your product. Rather, you decide your own budget. And it is time saving, because to set up a Google AdWords campaign, it will not take days. It's in hours. You can set up your campaign, run your website, and start generating leads. What actually Google AdWords gives you is something like, as a marketer, you will be able to see the number of clicks, number of impressions, the number of conversions, or what is the cost per click, what is the cost per conversion and all. So when your future lead or a future prospective customer searches for your product, they directly go to Google and search for your product. Let us say in this case, contemporary interior decorations. So what happens? The visitor fills the form that is hosted in your website or your own landing pages, sites like Unbounce or any other A/B testing tools. They fill the form. The challenge here is, now the lead is inside CRM. Salespeople start following up leads, creating funnel, start generating revenue, and build better relationships. The biggest challenge is whatever AdWords information that you collected or you supposed to gather, that is dropped. If you look at Google AdWords, we have seen that clicks, ad, the cost, budget, everything you have seen. But when you actually see in CRM, you will only see the visitor's name, phone number, email address, and you actually can't differentiate whether a particular lead came from Google AdWords or some other source. So that is a challenge that we have with our current systems in place, particularly for business to businesses. Whereas in business to consumer space, there are a lot of e-commerce tools and you can track it very well. But when it comes to businesses, the deals will not close in 1 day or 2 days like e-commerce, Amazon or any other service. It will take 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. But you can't attribute whether a particular lead came from Google AdWords or through branding campaign or some other source or a trade show. You can't differentiate. So basically the data is dropped. The reason is we are not able to attribute the Google AdWords information and we can't able to pass the data back to CRM. There is a missing link between Google AdWords campaign and the CRM information. What happens? As I said, marketers can't attribute. They generate leads, but they don't have a proper data to prove that, yeah, this lead came from Google AdWords. I got these leads from Facebook. I got these leads from Twitter. Oh, I got these leads from trade shows. Yeah, most probably trade shows, you will be able to scan the badges and you will import into Excel and do that. But when it comes to the online, it is all like too much noise. There is no signal here. So because of that, marketers cannot attribute the campaign source. Sales, they treat that all leads are alike. The reason is they don't know that what is the source. Why someone visited their website, they don't know. Yeah, someone filled the form, I need to make a phone call. So they have a single sales pitch. Because of these two problems, management cannot connect the dots between this marketing expenditure and sales generated revenue. So what happens? Keep spending. You don't know that Google is giving results, or you don't know that something is not broken, let us not fix it. Lack of focus, sync between sales and marketing teams. Some cases is slow death of business. So this is the problem that we face in reality. How are we trying to fix at Zoho? So let me tell you our own story here. Say in 2005, when we first time launched our CRM product, at that time, the mainstream marketing channels are like too expensive. The best thing to do is just go and set up an online AdWords campaign in Google. And the very next day, we started seeing leads inside CRM. Over a period we got the content and then search engine optimization, various other things. Because our funnel is filling up, we are able to spend more money on other marketing activities. So the information relay starts here. So Google, every year we are able to spend, let us increase our budget 20%, 30%, because we are able to see the revenue and we are growing. We are still growing and we are still spending more on Google. But the thing is, we reached a stage that we want to know, is this the Google AdWords the only media that we need to invest? Or are there better channels that we should invest and focus? In that process, we found that we are able to generate leads and we are able to see the conversions. And of course, we are able to see the revenue in CRM. But the thing is, it is not very well connected. So we started thinking, why don't we connect these two dots? Why don't we bring the Google AdWords information to CRM? And we'll see how it works. Is it really growing, or is it really useful for us or not? So that is the moment that we started working on Google AdWords integration. As we progressed, as we do a lot of research and development, we found that that problem is not unique. So most of the businesses have that. People who use CRM have the similar problem. They too face, they advertise on Google, but they can't attribute. Then we thought, like, why don't we release it as a product? So the last year we had a preview session and we released it, and we started seeing the results. It is a long effort. It is not going to happen like, because our business is not like someone sign up today and they are going to buy tomorrow or sort of business. Our sales team has to build the relationship. It will take 30 days, 60 days, 90 days pipelines. So we started looking at, we are able to get decent data. What type of ads are working? Whether CRM software keyword is working for us, or Salesforce automation is working for us, or some other keywords are working for us, and how much money that we are spending on Google AdWords that we are able to see. How do we pass? So let me quickly go through how it's bit of how-to stuff. There is a web form, and there is AdWords, and there is CRM. So to connect these three things, you have to place a piece of code. You call it beacon or whatever you call. You have to place that code in your web form. So what happens when someone visits your website through Google AdWords search? Google passes some information. That information is tracked, linked to your form. So what happens? It will be added to CRM. Can you see that highlighted portion? Yeah. So when someone visited this site, there is some small piece of code, GCLID, that is Google Click ID, passed to the web form. So what happens? We know that when we generate a lead and there is a GCLID, that is a unique number, you will be able to track inside CRM. So there are a series of steps. The CRM administrator should have access to Google AdWords. If not, the Google AdWords administrator has to give credential back to the CRM admin so that they can authenticate and they can auto tag. Because the GCLID, the Google Click ID, those who are in the AdWords marketing, they can understand very well. You can't change the destination URL. If you change the destination URL for an ad, you have to wait for a few hours to Google to approve that. So Google has to generate this GCLID dynamically. If you use any other marketing automation tools, they pass, those Marketo or any other tools, they pass their own data. So the GCLID will not pass properly to the URL. So what we have to do is we have to enable the auto tagging. Once you enable in CRM, it is automatically updated in Google AdWords. If someone go there and they remove auto tagging, then you'll have a problem. So there are so many handshakes here. One is Google AdWords administrator and other one is CRM administrator. In the initial stage, right, you will not be able to see 100% accurate results, but you will be start seeing 25%, 30%. Once you cross all those teething problems, once you fix all those, you will start seeing 80 to 90% of accurate data. Still, you can't say that, oh, I'm going to get 100% predictable data from Google AdWords. So 80 to 90% of prediction is better than not having anything, right? So auto tagging enabled. The web form, when you build a web form, you need to place a piece of code that is generated inside CRM, so that what happens is like Google AdWords passes that AdWords information back to CRM. So when a lead is added to CRM, the lead source is attributed as Google AdWords because the GCLID value is there, so we'll be able to tag it properly. But actual story is not ending here. It is not just getting the source as Google AdWords, but we want more details. The more details are what is the click type. Can you see the highlighted ones? So the click type, what is the network, what keywords people used, how much they spend on getting this click. So we are going to introduce a cost per that click also we are going to show in the CRM lead itself. So what happens is you spend $5 on getting this lead. The actual expenditure is only $5 or it could be $100. But finally, when you close the deal, whatever information you collected during the lead generation, it will be passed to the potential. So then you will be able to make a meaningful guess. I generated $1,000 and I spent only $100 for this click. My return on investment is 10 times, right? So now we have a complete picture. We have Google AdWords, data passing to a website, form, coming to leads, contacts, accounts, potentials. So you have a complete loop. On top of this data, right, so we built a few reports and dashboards so that you can make meaningful judgments. Something like you can see what is the expenditure report and what is the history of previous ads and what is the number of clicks and impressions that you receive. Then various other custom reports also we offer. So if you want to add more, you want to focus more, drill down and get more details, you can also get different set of values and all. And then you can also get keyword by revenue. So these keywords are important for you. So what happens is, these keywords are generating more revenue, so you spend more money on those and you improve that landing page for that particular keyword. So what will happen is you will be able to generate more good leads for those keywords. Over a period, you will be eliminating all long tail keywords from your system because it will tell you that these are the top 20 keywords you need to follow. All other keywords will not generate more revenue. So even if the top 20 keywords, you have to spend more money, it is worth because it's going to generate more revenue for you. You'll be able to see the funnel. So this is good for the companies that have in-house marketing. Many companies have in-house marketing, but there are still many small businesses, they don't have dedicated marketing teams. They outsource some of their marketing activities, online marketing activities, to agencies. Here the problem is even complex. Sales and the product marketing, some of them will be inside your company, whereas your actual online marketing is outside company. The online marketing team, they will be spending your money and they'll be generating leads, but they don't have any clue that how much revenue this company has generated from their work. So it is difficult for companies to gauge, oh, is that agency is performing well or our advertising campaigns are not good? So these are all the various challenges companies face when they have AdWords run by different companies. This is another friction point. So agencies have different problem. Companies, marketers have different problem. What we have tried is, there is a good concept in Google. You can actually take the data from your revenue source and push to Google AdWords. So you can very well attribute, that is, they call it as offline conversion tracking. So we are using that technique and relaying all our revenue data back to Google. Once in 24 hours, we'll send the data back to Google AdWords. So what happens? The agency administrator can go and look at, yeah, this is the revenue that generated for this company. So they can make a meaningful guess. Now, if you see, the loop has been completely closed. So Google AdWords, website, form, CRM, and back. You are able to send the data back to Google AdWords. So how it helps is like, you'll be able to make meaningful guesses. You can plan very well that, yeah, these are all the areas that you need to focus, and ultimately you can grow business. So I have few slides for your reference. So I'm going to share all this stuff with you so that you can share with your colleagues. So if your marketers are not here, you could very well share this presentation, and some of your sales people are not here, also share with them. So make sure that sales and marketing are all on the same page. So that is our goal of this session. Thank you so much.